I lost you guys for a minute. I don't know if you heard me. It's Amanda from AmandaFrancis.com here with my training, my free Facebook Live on how to edit your pictures like a pro. So this is going to be how we take selfies, how we edit them. Okay, here's the situation. I've been talking and teaching a lot on branding lately. And branding is basically what makes you identifiable and distinguishable online. Branding is just what makes you stand out online. And I believe that every single thing I do on the internet, I do with the intention to be seen so that I can help people, so that I can make a difference, so that I can get my messages out there, so that I can help more women make money and grow businesses and grow an online presence so they can reach more people that they're here to help. Like, I believe so deeply that branding just helps us do what we're here to do more effectively and more quickly, because people will notice us more easily, follow us, and eventually buy from us, eventually take part in our communities or take part in our offers, right? And we're able to help them more because of that. So here I am in Greece. We have okay lighting. Like, we don't really have the best lighting situation, but we're gonna make it work because boss ladies do what they have to do. Boss ladies do whatever it takes. And right now, what it takes is working with questionable lighting. So let's get started. So I want to talk to you guys about A, selfies, and B, editing pictures, right? Okay, so selfie. See, and this is what I do right before I take a selfie. Right before I take a selfie, I have a lighting check. So if I was going to take this selfie inside right now, then I would, okay, here's what you do. You find good lighting. Everyone write this down. Step 1 of the perfect selfie, find good lighting. So I would go like this, just around the room, right? I'd be like, where is my good lighting? And you can do this inside, you can do it outside, and I would just see what's going on with the lighting. In this case right here with this indoor lighting, the direct light is the best. Sometimes outside, the direct light in the sun will wash you out. Like, half your face might be bright, there might be a shadow, and half your face might be dark. And sometimes outside, the off lighting might be better, right? So literally I spin around in a circle. So step 1, you're going to hold up your camera up here, good angle, hold it out slightly above you. That's my microphone on the bed and my charger. Yeah, typically I clear the space behind me for trainings, and I clearly didn't for this one, but okay. So you hold the phone up, get a good angle, right? You test your lighting situation, right? And when you find the good lighting, that's the first step. So you have your good lighting. Everyone got it. Step 1, get your good lighting, spin in a circle, find the lighting. Then step 2, hold on, wait. I have another phone. Okay, so yes, I have 2 iPhones. That is the situation of my life because I'm traveling. I need an American number and a Europe number. Okay, so say I was taking a selfie right now. I'm going to take one. I'm going to do it live in front of you guys. Okay. Camera. Okay. I feel so silly sharing this because I feel like I share really either deep or really either technical stuff all day, and I'm just sharing how to take a selfie. But I'm good at it, and the world needs what comes naturally to me, right? Okay. So I take it, I hold it up. So I hold it high, I get a good angle. And then here, and there's weird shit behind me, so I wouldn't let that weird shit be in my camera. So I would get it where there's nothing weird behind me, a clean backdrop that's going to be easy to edit, right? So I get it in front of me, I hold it up, I get a good angle, I make sure there's no weird things behind me, Okay, then let's talk about how to make ourselves look as thin as possible. I know branding is good, but selfies feel silly, Paige. Okay, no, I know it's important. That's why I'm doing it. Hi, Sarah, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so then let's talk about looking skinny. So we're all beautiful the way we are, and 1,000,000%, we all love our bodies, but let's just work with angles. Like, let's just make it work. So let me teach this to you. So if the camera's right here, my hips are right here. Got it? So I'm not like this. If the camera's here, I turn like this. Or I can go forward and I can turn like this. You twist. Does that make sense? So if I'm taking a picture, hips are this way, shoulders are this way. I just lost 10 pounds. You got it? It's like easy. Pop out a leg. Hands on hips always helps. typically in pictures, I pull my shirt back, I do that. You guys are learning so much from me, right? Okay. This is also a good angle. Like, I don't really have a butt, so I can make myself look like I have a butt if I do that. Okay, so that's my lesson on angles. Yeah, and good selfies is feeling more confident. You're totally right. Okay, so angles. So I discovered my good lightings right here. There's no weird shit in my background. This is a good selfie. But now angles. I'm going to turn my hips this way and move my body this way. Got it? Okay, so that's what you do with your body. Hips one way, shoulders the other way. Yeah, you lose 10 pounds instantly, insta diet. Like, we all love ourselves. We're all beautiful. I'm not saying anyone needs to lose weight, but we're going to, like, go ahead and just work with angles, okay? So, hi, Karina in Michigan. Okay, so hips this way. I'm turning this way. That just made me look skinnier, right? So here's what you do with your face. You got it lighting, angles, face. So, I seriously can't believe I'm showing you guys eye like selfies. Okay, so this is what you do. You ready? You go, you go chin out, down, tilt. So it's out, down, tilt. Out, down, tilt. Okay, so find my lighting, angle myself. And the way I make my, it just is a more, like, have you ever seen pictures where people have their chin and it's like this? Or pictures where people have their chin up? Like, either one just looks bad. So my method has always been chin out, down, tilt. Got it? Out, down, tilt. So it's something like this. Okay, so that was my selfie with my angle and my whatever. Y'all got it? Okay. Chin out, down, tilt. Yes, that is how I take a selfie. Okay, so out, down, tilt. I've been doing it for years. Ugh, people always tell me I'm so photogenic. I've just been practicing like my whole life. Okay, so that will stop our double chin. Yeah, shoulders back are good. Okay, so I don't have this phone connected to the internet. I should and I don't. Because I was going to show you on Snapchat. I don't know my Snapchat password right now. Okay, so you find your lighting. You position your body to where your hips and shoulders are facing different ways. This, like, go look at my pictures. Go on Instagram after this and look at my pictures. I do this in every picture. You'll, like, if I'm taking the picture from here, like, you'll just see that I'm twisted. Like, you'll just see how I twist my body and out, down, tilt in every picture. Ooh, another good tip. Another good tip. I know it's really helpful. I'm really good at selfies. I just can't believe I'm doing it because I shouldn't make it seem like this is an important thing. I clearly think it's an important thing. You know, for the first 4 years of my business, 4.5 years of my business, I didn't have any professional pictures at all. I mean, I was branding and marketing myself and making 6 figures with selfies, like, because your client wants to see your face. You're more trustworthy if people get to look at you and see you, right? And I'm so happy for all the professional pictures I have now, but for a long, long time, everything on my website was just the fact that I was good at selfies. Like, and then I'm a decent editor, right? Okay, so we'll get to editing. So here's the other thing. Look the camera, no matter what the camera is, look the camera in the eyes. My background is a picture of me holding money, just in case you're wondering. Because, you know, manifest the fuck out of everything. Okay, yeah, 6 figures with selfies is literally what happened in my life. Like, I can't even make that up. Okay, so we have you find your lighting. You twist your body. Out, down, tilt. You look at the camera. You look right there. So, because when someone sees it, you want them to feel like you're looking at them, right? So if this didn't have my body in it and I wasn't twisting and it was just my face, and you really couldn't see anything behind me, I would just get like close to the camera and I would like look at the camera, like look deep into the camera and take a few selfies, and I would just try it with like until I liked one. I would just try it like smiling, not smiling, super smiling. How do I find my lighting? You missed that, Karina. That was at the beginning. You find your lighting by going in, by being wherever you are and testing the lighting, spinning in a circle. Got it? You spin in a circle. That's how I find my lighting typically. Because you would think it would just be where the light's on you, but like right now, for example, the lights almost is creating a little bit of shadow under my eyes, right? So, like, I would probably find, yeah, like I would find that it's a little bit better right here. There's just a lot of shit behind me, so I would have to move the shit if I was going to take the selfie right now. Got it. Okay, great. Okay, so, you guys have any questions about selfies? Anything? Like, anything not working? Any weird things on your face? Like, I have, you can tell right now, like, I get shadows, like, right here. I can show you how to edit and smooth things out on pictures, but then also, so, okay, here's the thing with photo editing. I have a whole rant. I have a whole rant on photo editing. So Photoshop has like a really bad name right now, and Photoshop maybe should have kind of a bad name because we're taking all these skinny girls and making them look skinnier and creating this perception that you have to be perfect, and that's bullshit. Like, yes, some of the Photoshopping happening is completely ridiculous. But here's the other thing. Like, in about 5.5 seconds, I can go into one app and say I couldn't get good lighting and there's just weird shadows on my face and it's distracting from the picture. In about 5 seconds, Kim Kardashian says mocha to make her make her mouth in the shape of a half smile. You say mocha? I don't even know about that. Okay, but here's the deal. In about 5.5 seconds, I can go into an app that really quickly softens my face, whitens my eyes, and whitens my teeth. Like, really, really quickly. And why would I not? Like, I'm not saying we should, I'm not trying to, like, change the shape of my face. I'm not trying to look different than I am. But I can really, really quickly make the picture where you're not going, what's that weird shadow? Where you're just, like, reading what I wrote under the picture. Does that make sense? So I think there's basic photo editing that you can do on your phone that can just make it to where the picture is cleaner and clearer and stands out more. Does that make sense? Okay, so you guys are going to get to see me edit a picture. Are you so excited? Okay, so I'll just do a new one. So I could do softer lighting here. Or I could do this bright lighting here, which is actually looking really intense right now. So, but there's weird shit behind me here. So I can do this. Okay. Okay, we got our selfie. Got it? That's the picture we're using. So, Facetune app is good. It's not the one I used for my face though. Facetune is super good if you need to like do like bigger changes in the picture. Like if there's like a tree in the way and you need to move it over. Like Facetune can do really cool shit. Okay, so let's edit this. So we have a pretty good picture. Can you guys see it okay? There we go. So we have a pretty good picture, like it's fine. And so you guys are getting all my secrets. This is my Instagram is so pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into my favorite app in the world. It's called Snapseed. Okay, going into Snapseed. Oh, the last time I used Snapseed, I was in New York with my friend Andrea. Let me show you how good Snapseed is. This is the, oh yeah, come on. This is the before, after, before, after. Okay, so let's do that with this picture. So I'm going to open up the picture we just took. So the reason that's the last time I used this app on this phone is because I have a new phone, but that's the one we're using to record this. I use this app literally every day of my life. Okay, so we're taking the picture that we chose. Okay, so here's why I don't really need to use filters, because I wish I could just have you where you're looking at the screen, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, so we're going to start with going to this right here, and then we're going to click on Tune Image. So I don't need to use filters because I start with tuning. So with tuning, I can do the brightness and the contrast and everything. So let me tell you the most magical setting inside of tuning. The most magical setting inside of tuning is ambiance. So I go to tune, and then, can you guys see? I go to tune, and then I go to ambiance. Got it? And I turn up my ambiance, but not, you can't really tell. But basically ambiance saturates everything and brightens everything perfectly, and it adds a little contrast too. It's like a 5-in-1. So I play with that. Just do this on your own phone later when you're playing. So I am going to go in here and I'm going to start with playing with the ambiance, right? So I'm turning the ambiance up a little, then I'm going to brightness. I'm turning the brightness up, contrast up. I never really turn the saturation up. And then I'm going to turn the highlight up a little. That just makes it wider. You can't see what I'm doing, so I'm just telling you. This is called Snap Seed. Snap Seed. And then I'm going to turn the shadows down a tiny bit and the warmth up. Okay, so you go into tune and you do all the things I just said. You just play with the ambiance, the brightness, the contrast, all of it. And then, so you can see it's getting a little bit lighter. My face is brighter. Okay, now I'm gonna change your life. The best thing in the world, the reason I've been obsessed with this app for over a year and all my pictures look great, is what is called the selective option. So you click on this little dude again, and now you go to selective. Okay, so I went to selective. What selective does is allows you to edit just one part of a picture. So I'm going to be able to make my shirt pinker, the background whiter. I'm going to be able to whiten my face, but saturate the ocean behind me, but lighten the palm tree. Like, you get to do different things to each part of the picture. And I've been using it forever, so I'm really, really fast at it. So I can look at a picture and make every part of the picture stand out like really quickly. Okay, so I'm in selective and I'm just going to select something. I'm going to select my shirt. And then, oh, cuss words. Okay. See how I'm just selecting the part that I want to edit? I'm just selecting the shirt. Got it? So I'm going to actually, do we want to saturate? We can saturate it and make it, you can't really tell. Ah! Hold on, wait. So see, I just saturated and I made the shirt more pink. But say I don't like the way that looks. I'm going to unsaturate the shirt. And instead, I'm going to like brighten the shirt and see how that looks. I'm just going to play around for a second till I feel like the shirt kind of like stands out the way I want it to, because it's cute. And then I'm going to go to the background, and the bed's not made. It's like a hot mess. I'm going to like brighten the bed. So you just see this like crisp whiteness behind me. So I brighten the bed. I remove the contrast. Removing the contrast from something makes it to where the imperfections don't show up as much. So I'm going to go to the bed, remove the contrast, add the brightness. Then I'm going to go to this wall behind me and brighten it up a little bit. And then I'm going to brighten this. And you guys are getting the idea. I'm just doing different things to different parts of the picture to make the picture as a whole just be a pretty picture. So when I look at people's Instagrams, the pictures are dark and they're just not standing out, and like the lighting was bad, and these are all things we can just fix really quickly. So make my jeans a little brighter. You can see the cute holes in them. So yeah, you can remove brightness, you can add brightness, you can remove contrast, saturation, you can have fun. Got it? I don't know, I did pay for Snapseed, but I paid for it like 3 years ago. So if I paid $6 or something, I mean, it's probably been worth it to me now. Like, if I think about how much money I've made by creating a brand that's fun to follow, then it was worth probably $6. Okay, so at this point, I want you to be able to see it. Focus. Wait, no. You, focus. Focus. Okay, you can kind of see. So, see how it's all around getting just like to be a better picture? You're seeing an over bright. I'll post it. I'll post the before and after in the comments. Okay, so the picture is brighter. I look cute. My angles are good. And then there's all kinds of other things you can do on this app. There's like a glamour glow setting where you can just kind of like glow your face. That can be kind of fun. I mean, there's just all kinds of things you can do. Okay, so this is the first app I use every time I edit a picture. I start here. So when you say press selective, how do you click on what you're selecting? I go right here and I click on selective, and then I just like, let's make my lips pinker. I'm literally gonna zoom in, so I'm just like zooming in, and then I'm going to select my lips by just touching my lips and see how the dots on my lips now. And then I'm gonna highlight and go in until it's only on my lips. So see, now it's the red just told us it was only on our lips. I'm gonna brighten my lipstick and saturate it a little, like for example. Got it? So I'll put these both in the comments. Did that make sense, Danielle? Were you able to select? Okay, now let me take you to the next app that I sometimes use. Do you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna brighten my whole face. So I'm gonna select just my face and brighten it up just a tiny bit. Okay, now we're gonna go to the app where we can quickly brighten our eyes, whiten our teeth, and do really quick, like a basic Photoshop edit. Okay, so now we're going into, I use Perfect 365. People use these apps so badly all the time. Don't be one of these people. So these are makeup apps. Like you can select makeup settings and have like purple eyeshadow and crazy eyelashes, but it's really, really obvious when you do. The point of my idea behind it is just to do a real quick teeth brighten and eye brighten, because there's all these apps that you can use to brighten your teeth and different apps that do different things, but this is one where I just click on this one setting that does skin, teeth, eyes in just one click. So that's the one I go to. So we're going to Perfect. Hold on, it's thinking. We're going to Perfect 365. I'm clicking on, hold on, I'm clicking on photo makeup. I'm clicking on our most recent photo. Okay, so there's all kinds of weird things we can do on this app. Oh, if I turn it, I just figured a hack. When I turn it at an angle, you can see the picture. Yay! Okay, so I go to Perfect 365. I go to Everyday, click on Everyday, and then I go to Natural. And did you guys see that? Can I show you the before? Okay, here we go. So I just click on Natural. That's only one little setting. And I just went from, it just really quickly did a, can you tell? Okay, yeah. It really quickly did a skin softening, an eye brightening, and a teeth brightening. Got it? You can tell? Okay, so we did a quick eye brighten, teeth brighten, and it only took half a second. So now, from there, if you want to be crazy, you could, like, okay, like I have, my eyebrows are dyed. I naturally have, like, you can't see my eyebrows in real life. And so if I don't dye them for a while, like with this app, I can go over here to eyebrows and select an eyebrow shape and select an eyebrow color if I want to. But that's not typically how I use the app. I use it for the quick skin soften, eye brighten, teeth brighten thing. But like, yeah, I could add eyebrows on. I can, like, I have fake eyelashes. You can, my little sister adds eyelashes to every single selfie. Every single selfie she ever takes, she goes in here and she adds eyelashes. You can brighten or change the color of your lipstick. But I think with this app, it's less is more. Like, I just use the everyday setting, and it does a quick everyday, like a quick thing that any professional photographer would do to any picture of you. And then it's just like done, right? So, let's see. We can look at changing my eyelashes. So different eyelash options would give you eyelashes on the side or eyelashes in the middle, or like just, you'll see when you go into the app. It will just give you different things. And since my eyelashes aren't real and they're kind of falling out right now, one of these options could actually be good. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one that's really, really short eyelashes. You can't tell at all. It just makes it look like I have a little more black hair above my eye. Easy. Okay, so, and then we have, at this point, this picture. So now I'm just going to save it. I didn't do anything to my lips or to anything else, but y'all can all go in and play with the app. Okay, so now we have a before and after. Those are the two apps I use. That's it. We can go to, oh, I don't have a before because I told Snapseed it could modify it. Hold on, let me go back into Snapseed and undo all of the changes real quick. And do save. Okay, cool, cool. So now we have a perfect selfie. Nope, I need the original. Sorry, half a second, I'm gonna have the original. La da da. It's so the one amazing thing about Snapseed is when you save it, it doesn't make a duplicate picture. So could not save image. Why could you not save the image? That's so weird. It doesn't do a duplicate image, it replaces the picture you had. So you edit the picture and then it replaces the old picture with the new picture unless you tell it not to. Got it? Okay, but I just want to change all the edits so I can save it just so I can post a before and after for you guys. Okay, it says it can't save the image, so I'm just gonna screenshot it. So, okay, we have the before. Can you see? So we have the before. It's a good picture. I did good angles, like I did all the things I told you guys. But then the after is brighter and the skin softer, and it's just a prettier picture. Got it? Okay, so that's how I edit pictures. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? So yeah, let's talk about how this relates to branding. So branding is just what makes you stand out online. Branding is just what makes you identifiable and distinguishable, right? So it's easier to stand out when you have a consistent theme, and it's easier to stand out when you have consistent like messaging and consistent types of images, right? Like I unapologetically love selfies. So selfies throughout my brand to me kind of say like, here I am, I like myself, here's my face, here's me like enjoying life, right? And then I also think that, let's talk about the energy behind your picture. Like how I feel and what's going on inside me when I hold up that camera totally comes through. It comes through. So getting yourself into a happy, confident place when you are about to take your picture before you're looking the camera in the eye, before you're looking at the screen, I think that matters a lot. So new step one before picking out your lighting, new step one is to get into a good place and know what you want to portray with that picture and look the camera into the eyes and feel confident, feel bold, feel successful, feel whatever it is that you are wanting to come across before you take your picture. Got it? So that'd be the other thing. And then tilt your head, work your angles, do all your brightness and contrast and selective editing inside Snapseed. Do any cosmetic quick softening your skin and brightening your teeth editing in size perfect 365. And then you have the perfect selfie. I mean, I'm telling you, your selfie is going to be so good. How often do I post selfies? I actually love this question, Paige. I actually really like this question because I think there is a science to that. I really do. Okay, hold on. I'm going to connect my phone to Wi-Fi real quick so we can analyze my Instagram plan a tiny bit. So, here's my idea on selfies. Like on Instagram, I don't put... Go to my Instagram. Wait, you can't go to my Instagram because you're on my Facebook. Hold on. Let me just get on Wi-Fi. We'll look at my Instagram together. So I believe on Instagram that what we're working with is the entire vibe of the whole page. How things go together, what the overall look and feel is. So for me, everything's in rows of threes, you know? So if there's a selfie in the top right corner, then there's not going to be a selfie in the row below it on the top right corner, right? Like that would look weird. So if there's a selfie here, then there's a selfie here, then there's a selfie in the middle over here. I spread everything out. So I have quotes and affirmations, I have life pictures, and I have selfie pictures. And there's all of them in a lot of the rows, but they're all kind of spread out to give an overall impression of me that isn't just, oh, she's vain and takes selfies. Does that make sense? So it's spread out like intentionally. Yeah. And so then let's say something about, I agree with you 1,000,000%, but let's say something really quick about filters. So if you are going to use filters, use the same too. Like, edit your picture, get it mostly done, and if to kind of help everything go together, you can use a filter, but you can't use like 17,000 different filters and there be no consistent theme or vibe or feeling from your pictures. Does that make sense? We want it to all coordinate. Yeah, Gina, thank you. We're talking about the branding course. So in Boss Lady Branding, my digital course on how to get like your content and your messages and yourself to the world, get like what you're here to give to more people through branding, because good branding makes you fun to follow. Good branding makes people want to watch you because they can notice you because you stand out, right? Like, oh, I didn't connect to the internet. Okay, try again. So with good branding, you're more followable. You're more fun to follow. You're more interesting. Like, if my selfie captures your attention, you're going to maybe scroll through the rest of my page and find out about what I do, right? So it's not vain at all. For me, there's such an intention to get my work to people through everything I do online, including selfies. You know what I'm saying? I think people need to see our face. I think it makes them feel connected to us, but I don't think they want to see just my face. Like, a Instagram page of all selfies isn't me giving you value. It isn't me giving you content, right? Like, you want to know me, but there's a balance, because like if you go to my Instagram and it's a page of just selfies, unless you just want like why would you want to follow that person? Like, what would that value would that add to you? But a few selfies makes you think like, oh, who is she? She seems happy. I like her style or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay. Using the trick we learned, turning the camera at an angle. Okay. So in Boss Lady Branding, I give my whole Instagram plan, beginning to end, how I grow my Instagram by about 1,000 followers every month. The months I do this, I took a few months off, but I'm gonna hit 12,000 today. Yeah, so in about a year, if I continue at this pace, I'd be at 24,000 in a year, and it grows and grows and grows and grows. And I remember when I was trying to get 1,000, or when I was just trying to break the over 999 mark. Yes, that's a really good question. I tell you guys, I talk about that in Boss Lady Branding, how to tie all the pictures together with a consistent color. I can share a little bit right now. But yeah, I learned by trial and error, but I just like with Facebook and Instagram are operating by algorithms. So you have to learn how to kind of like work with their algorithm. You have to create engagement to get more engagement. So you kind of have to have a plan for how you use each of those platforms, right? Does that make sense? And so I do tie things together with one color to answer your question. So I use a scheduler. Different schedulers are like, I don't have them on this phone. Planoly is one. I'm using a different one right now that's not Planoly, because Planoly had like a monthly fee and it was pissing me off. But there's just, you can look in the App Store for Instagram schedulers. So there's these schedulers where you just upload all your pictures and see how they look next to each other, and you can arrange them, and that can really help. But way before I did that, way before I ever arranged an Instagram picture ever, I would just look at the picture, see what colors were in it, right? So like you have your 3 rows. I would look at the picture that I was going to post next and think, should I post it next, where this picture will end up being on top of it and this picture will end up being next to it, not on top of it. This picture will end up being on the bottom of it and this picture will end up being next to it? Or do I need to post something else and then post this one? Like, how is this all flowing together? But yeah, so like, if like I like the color pink, so in my life I'm gonna find myself taking a picture of a pink flower, then a pink drink, then a pink crystal. Like, it's gonna be easy to have pink. So then when I go to put on Instagram, I'm going to kind of like arrange those where there's a little pink in each row, because that's like tying my whole page together. So when I was in Bali, and I was on the water, there was a lot of turquoise in my life. And now that I've been in Spain, you'll notice that like I'll do a picture where you can like see my red lips, then a few pictures later where you can see my red bag, and a few pictures later where I'm like drinking out of a red cup, and I'm just kind of like tying it together. I don't go around looking for red things. It's just like whatever in my environment ends up coming through. So the way you decorate your house and decorate your office and the way you pick out clothes likely has the same theme. The colors are going to come through, like the best branding colors for you will come through, but then you arrange them in such a way where your page flows. Does that make sense? I know. So the reason, boss, I love you, Karina. All my affiliates are making sure I talk about the fucking course. Okay, listen. I'm just good. Thank you, guys. So the reason Boss Lady Branding works, the reason that the course is so good, one of the reasons is I don't just throw Instagram strategy at you at the beginning. Like, my Instagram strategy is really good. But the reason the course works is that we start with getting clear on some very important things, like who are you and what you're here to give, and what is your social media for, and what do people need from you, like what is your core message. If you could only teach one message, what is your core message, so that everything you write online and everything you portray online is for a certain person who you believe needs your work. So you're putting it out there with purpose and intention, right? That's why my branding strategy is so much different than what anyone else teaches, is because we start with your authentic self, who you are when you are your best, and what you want to, how you want to take who you are and what you have to give, and use that to help others, right? Like what the message that you know for sure, how are we going to present that to other people? And all of this branding, all these pretty pictures, just make it where it's a little bit more fun to follow you, so you have a chance at them reading what you have to say. Does that make sense? So in the course, you know, we start with that foundation. We start with your core truth, with doing some deep inner work, with looking at yourself, looking at what you want to share, what you have to give, with liking yourself, with dealing with your own fears, limiting beliefs around why you're not good enough and why no one's going to follow you. The whole week one is about infusing your messaging, your copy, your social media, your Instagram, your images, your whatever. It's all about infusing it with some kind of purpose. So you get online and you're sharing for more than just wanting people to like it because it's pretty. Like, I don't give a fuck if you like it, but I hope that you read it and it triggers you and it makes you think, right? So I know why I'm sharing. Every time I share something, I know why I'm sharing. There's a meaning behind it, right? So we start with some of those foundational things to give you a really solid why. Why do you want to grow your brand? Why do you want to be identifiable and distinguishable? Who do you need to help? How do you want people to feel when they show up on your social media pages, right? So we start with all of that. And then from there, I can talk to you about how to pick out the colors and make sure the colors go together, and fonts and styling and some more of the like strategy, right? And what I do on Facebook and what I do on Instagram and all those things. And then because it's me and I'm Amanda Francis and I always talk about money, we go into setting the financial goal and how the building of the brand supports you to make the amount of money that you desire to support yourself and to support others and do whatever it is that you desire to do by having more freedom and more ease in your finances, right? Because one great thing about money is it makes opportunity come a lot more quickly, because you don't have to say no to anything you want because of money anymore, right? And I believe that so strongly. So all of my courses, every course I've ever made the last week is on money. Then I have a whole course on money because I want money to become natural and easy and effortless to you. So this whole brand thing isn't just to get likes, and it's not just to have a pretty page. It's to help people and create offers for them that they need, and do something for them, whether it's through the beautiful writing below my Instagram messages that like tells you that you can have, do, and be more, or whether it's because you eventually like enroll in something of mine where I can help you further. Everything I do online is not for me and not about me. Does that make sense? And I think that's one of the reasons it's worked so well for me. Okay, so let's see. Instagram. So I gave this really good free tip during this training I did called Becoming Your Brand that you can still actually get. Someone posted that link. So it's just amandafrancis.com/becoming-your-brand. I give this really good free tip to go to all your social media pages today and just clean them the fuck up. Just delete anything that doesn't feel good. Delete anything that doesn't represent you well, right? So it's not that you have to be perfect. I don't want you to be perfect. Like, half of my posts are just talking about how I'm flawed and how I'm, like, doing the best I can. Like, we want you to be real and authentic, no perfection. But, like, I could say something that just doesn't represent who I want to represent. It could be, like, a news article or something that's just crap. Something that's just crap. Like, when someone shows up on your social media page, they should be able to scroll through and get a sense of who you are, what you talk about, how you help people, right? The same with Instagram. You want people to be able to, like, go through and get an idea of who you are. So go through and delete the shit that isn't branding you authentically. Delete the shit that doesn't truly let someone get to know you online. Because my whole theory, thank you, my whole theory behind branding is that when we present our true and authentic selves every day and people follow us and they begin to like us, like what we represent, they can begin to trust us. And then when we say, like, hey, I'm a life coach and I'm here to help you, they followed us, they liked us, now they trust us. So when they think that maybe they want to work with a coach, like, we're who they think of. Does that make sense? That's my whole theory behind branding. Like, we are just presenting ourselves in such a way online where people can get to know us and get to know us well. And sometimes the weird survey or whatever that you shared just really isn't on brand. You need to delete it. So, because my social media pages aren't for me. My social media pages are to carry my message, in my opinion. And you can do fun and silly things sometimes, like if I'm saying happy birthday to a friend or a family member, it's on my Facebook page, like, who cares? But as a whole, it's about my branding. It's about letting people get to know me online so that they will listen to me so that I can help them, right? Not about me. So, yeah, clean up your pages, and then every day, every single day, at least once a day, give value. Add value. Give a free tip, a quote, an affirmation, a life lesson, something that's worked for you. Offer to answer questions about the things you know about, right? Give value. And I hope you guys are able to go out into the world more confidently, feeling good about yourself, taking pictures of yourself, sharing a little bit of you with the world in such a way where people can notice you and follow you online. Okay, I love you guys. I'm Amanda Francis on all the social medias. My website is amandafrancis.com, and I will see you online.